records the journalists who cover the event.
It's Joey Merlino, the celebrity gangster. Joey Merlino with the Christmas parties for the home.
Who was Joey Merlino, the Instagram godfather who loves the attention? Boss of the Philadelphia crime family, Joey Merlino was born into a mob household on March 13, 1962 with his father Salvatore Chucky Merlino, once underboss for the notoriously violent boss Nicky Scarfo, and his uncle Lawrence Yoki Merlino, a couple on the Scarfo, in the 1980s. Entering the family business, Merlino conducted himself with the air of entitlement. He picked up his first conviction for an Atlantic City stabbing incident when he was just 20, in 1990. Merlino was sentenced to 4 years for conspiring to steal $350,000 in an armored car robbery and would make a life-changing pact in prison, the Pennsylvania McKean Correctional Institution. Merlino met Ralph Natal, a long-standing Philadelphia mob associate, currently serving a 16-year sentence in the young and charismatic Merlino. Natal, nearing 60, recognized a golden opportunity and the pair started plotting to take over the Philadelphia family from incumbent boss John Stanfa. With Scarfo in prison, Stanfa had received the blessing of the New York Mafia Commission to head the family. Merlino and the new wave of South Philly mobsters dubbed Young Turks by the media believed Stanfa had no place on the Philadelphia throne and that they could do better. Merlino's associates and boyhood friends would take on the Stanfa faction for control of the family, and if they succeeded, Natal would be the boss with Merlino as his underboss. On January 29, 1992, Merlino's faction struck first with the killing of Felix Gallardo, before Merlino was even paroled in April of that year. Stanfa, recognizing the tenuous situation, sought to appease Merlino and his best friend Michael Cigaolini by inducting them into the family in September 1992, becoming a made man at the age of 30. Didn't instill loyalty in Merlino, instead the promotion gave him the prestige he needed to act even more boldly, and soon bullets were flying again in the city of brotherly love. On August 5, 1993, Merlino survived a drive-by assassination attempt, taking 4 bullets in the leg and buttocks on South Philadelphia street corner, while Cigaolini died from a shot to the chest. On August 31, 1993, Merlino's faction retaliated with their own infamous drive-by shooting on Stanfa and his son while they were driving on the Schuylkill Expressway in Philadelphia, rush hour traffic. Stanfa escaped it uninjured and his son survived a shot to the jaw. The tit-for-tat killings continued with Merlino escaping death as a remote-controlled bomb under his car failed to go off several times. In November 1993, Joey Merlino was sent back to prison for a year for parole violations, providing temporary reprieve from the battlefield. Then in 1995, the problem took care of itself when Stanfa was convicted and sentenced to 5 consecutive life sentences for directing the bloody campaign against Merlino's mob faction. Natal and Merlino then took over, with the Philadelphia South Jersey family having deteriorated into a dysfunctional mess, resembling a street gang rather than the smooth criminal enterprise of former boss Angelo Bruno's day. Natal as Philadelphia boss was less than effective. There were even whispers that Natal, who wasn't even made when he plotted to take over, has paid for his induction into the family. By 1998, Merlino, who had happily accepted the underboss position, knowing the feds would target Natal, has assumed control, cutting Natal off. Merlino had support in the family through the older Joe Lingambi, who had recently out of prison. Lingambi, a protege of Merlino's father, Chucky, had in turn become uncle figure to Merlino and an important ally. Even when he was boss of the Philadelphia family, Joey Merlino never shied away from media attention. In the boss chair, Merlino relisted the limelight as a hard-partying celebrity gangster, and the media even dubbed him the John Gotti of Pesci Junk Avenue. After the South Philadelphia's main drag, according to America magazine, Merlino would throw annual Thanksgiving and Christmas parties in South Philadelphia as a man of the people, but he also gambled to excess while refusing to pay for his losses. Merlino seemed untouchable, for at least believed he was. By mid-1999, he was indicted in drug trafficking conspiracy, but the charges later expanded to racketeering and ordering or approving several murders. Ralph Natal had been indicted for financing drug deals the year before and was still bitter over Merlino's haircutting off, so he became the first American mafia boss to become a government witness, testifying how he and Merlino conspired to take over the family in the early 1990s. Merlino's ensuing trial was the result of a 10-year investigation that featured extraordinary 943 pieces of evidence and 50 witnesses. However, he was eventually acquitted of all 3 counts of murder. Merlino was sentenced to 14 years. After 12 years, Merlino was released in 2011.